Hi, I'm Charlotte Whitney, author of Threads, a Depression-era tale. Threads is a historical novel set in 1934. It has three main characters, three sisters who are living on a farm in south central Michigan. Nellie is 7 years old and very imaginative. Irene is 11 years old and is very opinionated and judgmental. And Flora is 16 going on 17, and her main goal in life is to get married and become a farm wife. Today, I'm going to read you a short passage from the first chapter. It's narrated by Nellie, the youngest, 7 years old, and it's a pivotal scene that sets the direction for the rest of the book. So here I was down in the woods looking at these horse droppings, trying to figure out how old they were. Not fresh, but definitely not old and stale. Probably 2 or 3 days old since it hasn't rained in a week. I was puzzled about how the horses got here. Did they come down Keller's Lane or from the other side of the creek? As I studied the horse droppings, I noticed a mound of fresh dirt a few yards over. Wouldn't have even seen it if I'd stayed on the path. It was about a yard long. Buried treasure, I decided. The mound was the right size to bury a treasure chest, just like in my pirate book. Maybe the pirates had buried some gold and jewels right here in Old Man Keller's woods. Maybe in a metal box like Pa uses to bury his money, or maybe in a wooden pirate chest with a big gold latch. So I stood there wondering if the treasure would belong to me, 'cause I found it, or Old Man Keller, 'cause it's his land. Well, I decided maybe there'd be so much treasure that we could split it up. It would be really fun to find lots of jewels so I could give Ma a diamond. She don't have one. But Mrs. Geiss and Mrs. Vandenberg both have diamond rings. I'd give Flora a blue jewel and Irene a red one, their favorite colors. I'd keep all the rest and hopefully there would be a crown and I could wear it too. I'd only wear it for special occasions like Christmas and Easter because it might be hard to wear when I'm running and playing in the haymow. I don't think I'd be able to wear it doing my chores because it might fall off. Nasty Ma Hen would probably pick out the jewels when I'm in the chicken coop gathering eggs. So I looked around for a big stick to use to dig up the treasure. No success. I could go back to the tool shed and bring back a shovel, but I wanted to dig up the treasure right away. Besides, if I went to the tool shed, Ma might see me and ask me to do some chores. You can't say no to Ma, or to Pa for that matter. The more I thought about the treasure, the more excited I got, so I kept looking for a stick. Finally, I found a small dead tree not too far from the hollow ash, and I broke off a limb that was real strong. Then I ran up to the mound and started to push the dirt away, hoping for gold and beautiful jewels. I probed and probed with a stick, finding nothing and getting kind of discouraged. Maybe someone dumped a stinky Johnny and buried it in this rather large Johnny hole. The woods is a long way from any outhouse, and people use Johnny holes when they don't have a privy. Of course, this one was so big it could hold 3 or 4 Johnnies. It was just about then when I was deciding to quit because I didn't want to dig up some old pirate's Johnny when I saw it. A tiny blue-black hand. I jumped back and shrieked louder than I have ever yelled before. I can't remember nothing after that except that I was back in the field near the barn and Pa was holding me as I cried. I couldn't quit bawling and he held me tight. So that sets the direction for the mystery. Where did this dead baby come from, and who buried it? It carries through along with several other subplots through the rest of the book. Thank you for listening in today. Until next time.